Today I'm going to be talking about claw versus paddles, the main differences, which one is best in my opinion, which one I play, and bonds for each. Before we start the video, please like and comment on the video, and if you're new, please consider subscribing, it's free. Claw on controller refers to a grip style where a player presses the face buttons on a controller using their index finger while keeping their thumb firmly on the analog stick, essentially creating a claw-like shape with their finger to press buttons without taking their thumb off of the stick, which is particularly useful in fast-paced games for maintaining accuracy while performing actions like jumping and switching weapons. Some of your favorite players like Day and Fade Sway both play claw. Claw differs from a standard grip because in a standard grip you're continuously taking your finger off of the analog stick. Some of the pros of playing claw is claw grip can enable faster button presses and transitions, particularly in fast-paced games, and potentially improving reaction time and accuracy. Claw grip can also be adapted to different games and controller layouts, making it versatile. Some of the cons consist of hand fatigue and strain, awkwardness, and difficulty of learning. Now when it comes to the cons of playing claw, most of these are subjective because everyone is different. When I first picked up a controller again for the first time in a while, I tried claw, and from first-hand experience I found some of the cons true. After the first couple days my fingers felt like shit because of the awkwardness of constantly bending my index finger to press the face buttons. Although my overall mechanics improved after the first week and the pain went away, I still couldn't get over the awkwardness of how the controller felt in this style of grip, so I put the controller back down for some time. Okay, moving on to paddles. Controller paddles are additional buttons on a gaming controller that allow players to perform actions more quickly. They can be used to trigger specific buttons or commands without taking a finger off of the joystick. Paddles can be mapped, which allow you an alternative to pressing a button that's already on the controller, most of the time face buttons. Paddle buttons can provide an advantage in multiplayer games like Fortnite and Call of Duty, allowing you to reach certain functions without readjusting hand position. Paddles can be found on Xbox controllers such as Xbox One Elite and Xbox Elite Series 2. Paddles can also be found on PS4 and PS5 controllers such as the Scuff Reflex and the Scuff Instinct Pro. Now in my opinion, paddles are the best option for controller because getting used to playing with them is a lot faster than trying to learn to play claw. When it comes to playing paddles, there are multiple different options to playing them. When playing paddles, you have the option to play with as little as 1 to as many as 4. All of these options are subjective, but in my opinion 2 has worked well for me. Moving on to bonds for each playstyle. Optimal controller bonds in Fortnite are crucial because they can significantly improve a player's performance, reaction time, and overall efficiency in the game. By mapping frequently used actions to easily accessible buttons, players can execute commands faster and more smoothly, gaining a competitive advantage. By carefully selecting and customizing your bonds, you can streamline your actions, enhance your accuracy, and become a more competitive player. If you're considering playing claw, here are some of the more optimal bonds that you can use. Also, use this as a foundation as you can always tweak them to what you're comfortable with. So here are the claw bonds. They're pretty straightforward, and like I said once before, these can be tweaked just as just a foundation, but overall you want to find the ones that are more comfortable for you. Okay, so for the paddle bonds, the bonds that you will use for the paddles first have to be mapped out. This is done with the software attached to the controller. In my case, I use an Xbox Elite controller, and the bonds that I use to map out my paddles are the buttons on the D-pad. Feel free to use whatever you like, but these are the 2 paddle bonds that I use. If you guys enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe and leave a comment below. But until next time, peace.